Hi students, I'm Sonia from Vidyaguru. We are starting a new session on current affairs. If you like the session, press the like button, share the video with your friends and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. If you do that, you'll get the benefit of whole lot of exam relevant videos because whenever we upload a video, you get the notification for the same. And that happens when you are a subscribed student. So please subscribe to our channel. When we start the session, I generally say that watch the video till the end because if you do that, that's how the revision is going to benefit you. I feel the difficult names can't be learned in one go. So I try to pronounce the names twice, maybe thrice. That's how the revision is going to help you, that you will retain all the difficult names. That's the only or the sole purpose of my session, that whatever I'm teaching, that you should learn. This session is beneficial for almost all the competitive exams. It's not about SSC or bank exams. This session, is beneficial for all the exams, as current affairs is the section which is going to be there in almost all the exams. Let's start the session. This session, where we are going to start with the first question, which talks about the state which has received the best state award. The state is Uttarakhand. By whom and for what? Alright, we'll discuss the purpose. We'll start. It is written that the state which has recently been adjudged the best state. The important part here is that the best state at the 38th India International Trade Fair, which was held in New Delhi. For what purpose? Which showcased reconstruction work at the pilgrimage Kedarnath, and the state is obviously Uttarakhand, where Kedarnath pilgrimage is located. So in short, we are trying to say the best state was actually been awarded to Uttarakhand for showcasing the reconstruction work at Kedarnath and at the 38th India International Trade Fair, which was held in New Delhi. The next question is about, she is a French-born Georgian politician. What's so special about that? The special thing is that she has become the first woman president in the history of Georgia. That's important. That's what make her very important for you. First woman president in the history of Georgia. Her name is Salome Zurabishvili. Salome Zurabishvili, she is the first woman president in the history of Georgia. Salome Zurabishvili. He has become the new chairman of National Skill Development Corporation, NSDC. Such questions become very important for the students who are preparing for any entrance or competitive exams. National Skill Development Corporation got the new chairman and his name is Anil Manibhai Nayak. You can see the picture L&T. So obviously he has some association with this picture, L&T. L&T is the, you can say, the biggest engineering and construction conglomerate. He was the current, or you can say he is the current group chairman of this conglomerate, that is Larsen and Toubro Limited. So L&T's group chairman Anil Manibhai Nayak. Anil Manibhai Nayak, who's actually addressed as AN Nayak all the time. So Anil Manibhai Nayak has become the NSDC's new chairman. So if he has any relation with L&T, does not matter that much, but I was just giving you the background information of him. Anil Manibhai Nayak has become the NSDC's new chairman. NSDC is National Skill Development. NSDC is National Skill Development Corporation. Abhinav Bindra, who has actually received the Blue Cross Award. What is that Blue Cross honor? It is the highest shooting honor actually given by International Shooting Sport Federation. If you know, when we say ISSF, we generally mention it like that, ISSF. Wherever you read about it, you read it like that only. It is mentioned in the contracted form. So International Shooting Sport Federation has given Abhinav Bindra the honor Blue Cross. And what is that Blue Cross? It is the highest shooting honor. It is said that the Blue Cross is the highest recognition conferred by the parent body of International Shooting Sports Federation. So don't forget that Abhinav Bindra got Blue Cross from ISSF. European Union has recently announced a long-term vision on combating climate change that aims to transform the bloc into the first carbon neutral major economy by the year 2050. What is written here? It is written that the Commission calls for a climate neutral Europe. Yes, the commission calls for the climate neutral Europe by the year 2050. That's what they are thinking, that we all know that global warming is happening, climate change and the emission of greenhouse gases is very high. So European Union aims at something, and what is that? They are planning that basically they will stabilize the climate change. They will stabilize the climate change. They will make it neutral by the year 2050. So the purpose of European Union is to stabilize climate change. That's what they aim at by 2050. They'll aim to be the first carbon neutral major economy. The next question is about COP, Conference of Parties. The number was 24th, that is why it is mentioned as COP 24th, which is known as United Nations, to the United Nations Framework. United Nations Framework, Convention on Climate Change. Even this form is important. Full form is very, very important here. United Nations Framework, Convention on Climate Change, which was organized in December. The dates are not important. Only the venue is important. Learn that. Katowice, Poland. Katowice, Poland, COP24. COP24 held in Katowice, Poland. That's the question which can be asked. So, COP24 to the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. So, the summit on climate change held in Katowice, Poland. She is the first leader to lose, or you can say Paris City will strip Aung San Suu Kyi of her honorary freedom of the French capital over her failure to speak out against a crackdown on Myanmar's Rohingya minority. To be very frank, you need to know that Aung San Suu Kyi is basically associated with Myanmar. She is the state councillor of Myanmar. State councillor is almost equal to the prime minister. So you can say the prime minister of Myanmar. So Aung San Suu Kyi did not take any action, any atrocities, any violence which was happening against Rohingyas. She did not take any stand against that. That is why she is being stripped. She is, losing. She is going to actually lose this award. First time this is happening. That Freedom of Paris award is, being taken back. So she is the first leader to lose that award because she didn't do anything, or she did not even speak clearly about or helping Myanmar Rohingyas minority. So Freedom of Paris award will be taken back from Aung San Suu Kyi. The next question is, he is the son of current Chief Minister of Punjab, Amrinder Singh, and his name is Raninder Singh. Raninder Singh will be the first Indian, and he'll be the first Indian in International Shooting Sport Federation, and he's going to be the vice president there. What's so special about that? The special part is that he's the first Indian. That's the important thing. 4 vice presidents are going to be there, and he is going to be one of them. So first Indian to be elected one of the 4 vice presidents of the International Shooting Sports Federation. Nothing else is important, like he won by 161 votes in Munich. That does not matter. We are saying that Amrinder Singh's son, Raninder Singh, will be the vice president, one of the 4 vice presidents. So he'll be the first Indian to be the vice president in ISSF, International Shooting Sports Federation. His name is Raninder Singh. The venue of India's first indigenous of the same nation, of the same country. Native, India's first indigenous film festival 2019 will take place in Bhubaneswar. Bhubaneswar is in Odisha. If we are writing 2019, I need to tell you the month as well. That's February 2019. Generally, people address it like India's first International Indigenous Film Festival. So you can actually call it that also, but we are in short saying that Indigenous Film Festival of India will take place in Bhubaneswar, Odisha in February 2019. International Day of Persons with Disabilities, which was observed on 3rd December. So International Day of Persons with Disabilities is observed on 3rd December. The important part is the theme of it, that is empowering persons with disabilities. Those people who are disabled, they'll be empowered, and will include them, equality will be given to them. So that's the purpose, that's how, see, that is why I'm making you understand what's the meaning of the theme. just because you can register that theme in your mind. Empowering persons with disabilities, disables will be empowered, will include them, equality will be given to them, empowering persons with disabilities and ensuring inclusiveness and equality. If you learn empowering, inclusiveness and equality, that's how you'll be able to learn the entire theme. Empowering, inclusiveness and equality for the persons who are disabled. So empowering persons with disabilities and ensuring inclusiveness and equality, that was the theme. 3rd December when the International Day of Persons with Disabilities is observed. The Guinness World Records for the recent initiative Rakhi with Khaki, the Hindi sentence is that, which is, why does it so? Because the event was huge. More than 50,000 police officials were there, to whom girls and women tied Rakhis to. So, girls and women tied Rakhis to more than 50,000 police officials. That is why it has actually become the Guinness World Record over the span of 10 hours only. That was actually done with Bilaspur Police, and when we refer to Bilaspur Police, we are talking about the state Chhattisgarh. The next question is, he was sworn in as this question is important, Mexico's new president, Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador. Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador is the new president of Mexico. Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador, new president of Mexico. Shinyu Maitri is, as we can see, Maitri, Indian, Shinyu, Japan. So we can easily relate that. The exercise, air exercise, first ever bilateral air exercise, ex-Shinyu Maitri 2018, started at Agra Air Force Station, and we know the nations, India and Japan. PITHA is the initiative of Odisha government. That's how this is the initiative will they'll create basically. That this initiative will create awareness about various government schemes, and it will improve transparency also. So PITHA stands for People's Empowerment Enabling Transparency and Accountability. Ajay Narayan Jha, new Finance Secretary. Ajay Narayan Jha, new Finance Secretary. He's been appointed as the new Finance Secretary of India. New Finance Secretary Ajay Narayan Jha. First North Indian state in India to launch Pan-India single emergency number 112 under ERSS. ERSS stands for Emergency Response Support System. That's Nagaland. As you can see, Rajnath Singh is also there to launch that. Nagaland is the first amongst the northeastern states and the second state in India to launch Pan-India single emergency number, that's 112. Under this project, one emergency response center has been established in Kohima along with 3 district command centers. So you need to know they'll be addressing the calls, voice calls to 112, emails, panic buttons, activated calls and 112 India mobile app. So you need to understand it. Nagaland has become the first northeastern state and second state to launch Pan-India single emergency number 112. The first Indian to be elected in ISSF, International Shooting Sport Federation. His name is Pavan Singh, but you need to know we are referring to ISSF Judges Committee. This happened for the first time. So first Indian to be elected in International Shooting Sport Federation Judges Committee. And his name is Pavan Singh. This question is very, very important. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated the longest railroad bridge, Bogibeel Bridge. This was in news, we all know that. Bogibeel Bridge is the longest railroad bridge inaugurated by the Prime Minister Modi. That happened in Assam, because Bogibeel Bridge is getting constructed in Assam. And the important part is on which river we are talking about, the Brahmaputra. So river is Brahmaputra, Bogibeel Bridge, longest rail bridge. Please understand that the question has, the significance. It can be asked in the exam. So I'm saying Prime Minister Modi inaugurated longest railroad bridge, Bogibeel Bridge on Brahmaputra River in Assam. The next question is GSAT-11, India's heaviest communication satellite, which was launched from French Guiana through Ariane 5 vehicle. So Ariane 5 vehicle injected GSAT-11 into the orbit in a flawless flight lasting about 33 minutes. So India's heaviest satellite GSAT-11 launched. You need to learn that question because this question is equally important as Bogeybill Bridge. It is said that it will provide internet speed of up to 14 Gbps blasting off from Ariane launch complex at Kourou. It is a French territory located along the northeastern coast of South America. So Ariane 5 launch vehicle injected GSAT-11. GSAT-11, India's heaviest communication satellite. This pact, there's a pact which was actually signed between Madame Tussauds Wax Museum and Ministry of Railways National Rail Museum. See, everybody wants to encourage tourism. That's how they'll be able to earn money. So they are trying to offer sort of discounts to people who go to who visit both the places. Let's say if somebody goes to Madame Tussauds Wax Museum, that person will get discount if the same person will actually visit the combo package of National Rail Museum. So such sort of thing is there. They have signed the agreement. That's the important part only. We'll start the revision. Uttarakhand got the award for the best state at 38th India International Trade Fair held in New Delhi, and for showing, you can say, reconstruction work at the pilgrimage Kedarnath. Georgia's first woman president, Salome Zurabishvili, you need to write down that way. Anil Manibai Nayak has become the new chairman of National Skill Development Corporation. Abhinav Bindra got Blue Cross Award. It is the highest shooting honor given by ISSF. Climate change, European Union aims at stabilizing the climate change by 2050. 24th Conference of Parties, United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change organized this summit was held in Katowice, Poland. Aung San Suu Kyi of Myanmar will be losing her Freedom of Paris Award because she did not do well for the Myanmar Rohingyas. First time it is happening that the leader will lose, his or her award. Raninder Singh is the son of the Chief Minister of Punjab, Amrinder Singh, and he is going to be one of the vice presidents in ISSF. For the first time it is happening that an Indian will occupy such a rank. Bhubaneswar, Odisha is the place where in February 2019 Indigenous Film Festival will take place. International Day of Persons with Disability is observed on 3rd December, where the theme was empowering persons with disabilities, ensuring inclusiveness and equality. Bilaspur Police, Chhattisgarh, they got themselves registered in Guinness World Records because more than 50,000 policemen were there, police officials were there, girls and women tied Rakhis to them. So that is why the initiative was Rakhi with Khaki. Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador has become the new president of Mexico. Shinyu Maitri is the air exercise between India and Japan at Agra. Odisha's initiative Pitha. Ajay Narayan Jha has become the new finance secretary of India. Emergency number, Pan India emergency number 112, Nagaland has also started that. Pawan Singh has become, you can say the first Indian to be elected in ISSF Judges Committee. Prime Minister Modi has inaugurated Bogeybill Bridge in Assam on Brahmaputra River. GSAT-11, India's heaviest communication satellite, was launched by Ariane 5 at French Guiana. Madame Tussauds Wax Museum signed an agreement to encourage tourism with Ministry of Railways National Rail Museum. We are wrapping it up. Thank you so much.